Most of us are happy to make compromises in order to save some cash, paying less to forego some of the luxuries or features that we might not use. But many may consider Ryanair to have taken this a step too far, with rumours of charging £1 to use the toilet and providing standing-only seats for short-haul flights. Much of the bad publicity stems from billionaire chief executive Michael O'Leary, who often makes headlines for his arrogance, bad language and abrasive management style. But how far did Ryanair's cost-cutting culture go? And how did a company that set out to follow in the footsteps of the highly popular Southwest Air become the least popular airline in Europe? Here's how it happened. Ryanair started life as Dan Wren Enterprises in 1984, before swiftly changing its name to Ryanair after its co-founder and former Aer Lingus executive, Tony Ryan. It operated just one aircraft between Waterford, Ireland and London Gatwick, before receiving the green light from Margaret Thatcher's deregulating Conservative government to fly between Dublin and Luton, breaking up the British Airways and Aer Lingus duopoly on that route. Enter Michael O'Leary in 1987, who was tasked with making the airline profitable after several years of consecutive net losses. After a visit to Southwest Airlines, the budget airline servicing Texas and its neighbouring US states, O'Leary decided to adopt a low-cost, no-frills approach for Ryanair. O'Leary wanted to place more emphasis on getting a quicker turnaround and to attract customers with their lower fares, in the hope of making more money from ancillary revenue, including in-flight sales, as well as luggage charges and fast pass upgrades. What's more, he removed business class from all Ryanair flights and chose only to fly to smaller, regional airports with considerably lower landing and handling fees. They also abolished check-in staff, replacing the desk with a bag drop zone instead. Not one to turn down free publicity, O'Leary was even pictured loading baggage onto a Ryanair flight to help make headlines for the airline. However, after a few years, Ryanair's cost-cutting culture began to catch up with them. Although the vertical seats and pay-per-poo policy were later confirmed as publicity stunts, Ryanair has also been known to charge £55 if passengers haven't already checked in and pre-printed their boarding pass. Their newest planes are designed with seats that do not recline and without seat back pockets, while there were even rumours that they had plans rejected to replace 2 toilets per aircraft with 6 more seats, and to make even more savings by removing all window shades on their newest aircraft. Some of the airline's advertising campaigns have also come under fire for misleading claims, with the likes of Paris Beauvais and Barcelona Reyes airports both over 50 miles from the cities they supposedly represent. Ryanair has also declared that their flights from London to Brussels were faster than the 2-hour Eurostar, failing to mention that Stansted and Brussels South are both around 30 miles from their city centres, or the added waiting time involved at airports. And for tax reasons, Ryanair crew are registered as employees in Ireland, paying taxes and receiving social security benefits in a country that some may never have even visited. The airline and staff are currently engaged in a legal battle, as the arrangement technically requires European employees to be taxed twice, once in Ireland and again in their home nation. On top of this, O'Leary has become notorious for refusing to recognise cabin crew unions and rejecting any negotiations. And this was far from the only controversy that Mr. O'Leary had contributed to during his tenure at Ryanair. In 2010, he suggested that the Icelandic ash cloud that caused weeks of disruption to European travellers was mythical, and that airspace closure was completely unnecessary, contrary to scientific evidence. In the past, he has made false claims around Ryanair cutting CO2 emissions by half, suggested that security should place their main focus on single Muslim men, and referred to obese passengers as monsters. Away from the aviation industry, O'Leary has purchased a taxi plate for his Mercedes, enabling him to use bus lanes when driving around the city of Dublin, making it easy to see how this sort of character could lead Europe's least popular airline. And that's how it happened. Like and subscribe to see more videos, and comment below with what you'd like to see next, and we'll show you how it happened. Thanks for watching.